Hello and welcome back to your second video for today. So you guys just did a worksheet and we were working on one-step equations. So this video is going to correct that worksheet to make sure that you know what you're doing. So remember, every single step or every single problem should have two things that you wrote. Your step of work, so plus 5 plus 5, so that's one line. And then now you should have S equals 8. All right, so you can absolutely draw this line down, and then you have to show your one step of work. So we're going to add 4, and 21 equals W. Number 8, because this says T plus 5, the opposite of a plus 5, so you should show minus 5, and T is negative 30. All right, number 9, draw your line down. The number by the S is the 9, so we're going to subtract 9. Subtract 9, 9 minus 9 is 0. So S would be 0. All right, number 14, the number that's by the D is the negative 10, and the opposite of a negative 10 is a plus 10. So these cancel out, and D equals 17. Number 15, the number that's by the letter is the negative 12, and the opposite of a negative 12 is a plus 12. So we're going to add 12 to both sides. So we have 32 equals V. All right, this next one says x divided by 2. The opposite of divide is multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. These 2's cancel out, and x equals 24. Number 22, it says b divided by 5. The opposite of dividing by 5 is to multiply by 5. So we have negative 200 equals B. Number 29 says 5 times T. The opposite of times is divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 5, and T equals negative 3. Number 30, the C's on the right, but it says 7 times C. The opposite of times is divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 7. 49 divided by 7 is 7. Number 25 says Q divided by 5. Now that's a negative 5, and we want a positive 5. So I'm going to think of this as a negative 5. Q divided by a negative 5. So what I'm going to do is multiply both sides by a negative 5. Negative 5 divided by negative 5, those cancel out, so you're left with Q. And 30 times negative 5 is a negative 150. All right, 26 says D divided by 3. The opposite of divide is multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3. And 1.6 times 3 is 4.8. And these 3's cancel, and you're left with D. All right, the last two here. So remember, when you have a fraction by the letter, you are going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay, and the reciprocal means you flip the fraction. Okay, so the number here in this first one that we're talking about in number 41, this fraction is 4/7. So the reciprocal is going to be 7 over 4. So we're going to multiply both sides by 7 over 4. And you guys can use your calculators. So these 7's cancel, 4's cancel, and we have t equals. Now you need to take -2 times 7/4. So -2 times 7/4 is going to be -14 over 4. And now we can simplify that because they're both even numbers. So we can have -7 over 2. Now another thing you could write would be -3.5. Or another thing you could write is -2 and 1/2. Whoops, 3 and 1/2. Sorry about that. -3 and 1/2. -3 and 1/2. All right, number 42 is our last one. So what fraction am I worried about here? Is it the -4/5 or the 2/3? What is the number by the letter? And it is a -4/5. So the reciprocal, flip it, is going to be -5 over 4. So I'm going to multiply by -5 over 4. Multiply by -5 over 4. So here's they cancel. So we have P equals. Okay, now you guys can go ahead and multiply this out and you can reduce it on your calculator. So we have 2 times -5 is a -10, and 3 times 4 is 12. Now both of these are even, so I can divide by 2. So P is equal to -5 over 6. All right, hope this helps and answers all of your questions on this assignment. Have a good day.